Computer, load image JB-01. So this is the lock screen on my phone, and it has been the lock screen on my phone for about 6 phones now. This is the Eternity Gate by John Blanche, and it's not just one of my favorite 40K pictures, but it's one of my favorite pieces of art ever made. I feel like every time I look at this picture, I notice something about it that I've never seen before, and that's part of the reason why I like it so much. But I also feel that way about a lot of other pictures that John Blanche has done, which, speaking of, computer, load JB-02. This is the home screen of my phone, and for just as long as the Eternity Gate has been my lock screen, this has always been my home screen as well. This is another John Blanche picture. This is the Emperor on the throne, and personally, I always thought that I was kind of clever having my lock screen be the Eternity Gate and then having my home screen be the Emperor on the throne, because once you get through the Eternity Gate, you can see anyways, I'm just being retarded. I do really like this picture, though. I can't exactly say why I like the Eternity Gate more. I don't know, there's something about the banners in the front of it that always catches my attention more so than this picture. But this is also another really solid picture, and it's another one of my favorites by John as well. Here, let me show you another one of my favorite pictures by John. Computer, pull up image JB-03. Here's the artwork for the edition of 40K that I actually learned how to play in, and every single game that I have ever played of 40K has either been this edition or some homebrewed, mix-up-your-own-rules kind of thing version of this edition. And if you know what edition that is, put it in the comments down below. I'll go ahead and give you like a hug or a cookie or something like that. But yeah, this is Black Templars by John Blanche, and every time I think of opening a 40K rulebook, this picture flashes in front of my brain for like 2 or 3 seconds. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, for anybody out there who's never seen the man, the myth, the legend himself, here's a couple pictures of John Blanche real quick. Computer, pull up JB compilation-01. Now, as some of you have probably guessed by this point in the video, unfortunately, on June 1st, 2026, John Blanche actually passed away. There really hasn't been a cause of death or anything like that released, but it has been confirmed that he died on the 1st. I think a lot of people have known for a few years now that his health really hasn't been doing that well, but to hear that he's gone still hits hard, and it still just kind of came out of nowhere. All of that said, though, John had 77 years on this planet, and during that time, he became one of the most legendary artists to ever come out of Britain, and his work on 40K and Warhammer in general was foundational and critical to the company's success. Not to mention the fact that he was the one who kind of created the whole Grimdark aesthetic. We really did lose a real one, boys. It's also just sad and very surreal that yet another person who was in part responsible for a lot of the happy memories and good times that I had growing up has, died, and he's not here anymore. And I definitely worry about, what his legacy is going to be, considering everything that Games Workshop has done in recent history. But we're not here to do that and go on and on about Games Workshop's screw-ups. We're really here more than anything to just come together for a moment and remember a real one. But yeah, John Blanche, rest in peace, my man. You were putting a smile on my face long before I ever knew your name. And truth be told, wherever you are up there, I hope you're watching out for me and everyone else, because I'm definitely going to be looking at my home and lock screens a little bit differently these days.